I knew it. I knew it because it was the only other option, the only route that I know they would go for, right? And it played out very nicely. Wow, the echo in here is loud. I apologize for that, fam. But anyway, you know what? You know, every last worry, right, that I had during in the last review that I made, right? You haven't seen it, check it out right there, right? It got blown away instantly, right? So let's talk about the fourth episode of the 100 Girlfriends who really love you. So starting off in this episode, we have May and Rentaro taking off in their first date in order for the two of them to essentially get to know each other better. But what Rentaro finds out about May, aside from that she is an incredibly perfect maid, very dutiful, but immensely loyal to her master Hahari, to the point where she would put Hahari above all else, even her own self. Right, that's basically the surface level dilemma of the face of May's character, right? That she is someone who does not see value in her own self and instead thinks that her life is only useful or it has purpose when serving or doing things for others. Of course, our protagonist Rentaro closes the gap between them, right? Making May realize that her existence alone is already enough to be worthy of living, you know, to be worthy of being loved for just being herself, right? Not of what she can do, right? And that's the thing about love, my fam, right? Quick little sideline, right? We humans, we just simply just love people because we love them, right? You want to be with them, you're just simply thankful for their existence, and you just simply want to be happy. You're happy that they're by your side, you want them to be by your side, as you know, Rentaro also kind of puts it that way, right? But yeah, in the end, we have May and Rentaro locked in as a couple. Absolutely amazing. Now, some details that I really want to go through the first half of this episode, right? Yeah, again, mostly this covers the date that May and Rentaro went through, right, in the Sakura Park. Now, again, Suzuko Mimori, who is the voice actor playing May, very wonderful voice acting indeed. I really love it. And not only hearing her, you know, just the first impressions of her from the last episode or from the last season, right, that we heard from when May spoke, right? That sort of impression gave us a more composed or reserved tone of voice and mannerism with that of May's perfect May character, right? But it's hearing that Hahari devotee attitude and voice that really lands the mark to complete May's character, right? It's about hearing that voice of hers whenever she so happily talks about Hahari that it gives her a very nice glow, right, to her voice, and everything about her just seems more lively, right? And of course, hearing as well her affectionate side and that love-struck tone when she fell in love with Rentaro is also something that's very cute and admiring of her, right? The very pure maiden, quote-unquote, like aura that she has is too precious to ignore, fam. I love it. To which the animation also really complements it very well. From the blushes, cute gestures, it really gives off an amazing portrayal of the cuteness that May has, right? Very amazing heroine level. And I really have to give credit to Hyakkano, the anime's animation director, right, and such, that gave May such a cute and gentle look, and to how they really captured her so very well in being, that sort of lovey-dovey look, right? Lovey-dovey, yeah. And indeed, yeah, overall, throughout the episode, May has been conceptualized, right, to establish her character, her persona, which is absolutely precious. And while on the topic of May's characteristics, fam, Dog May, Puppy May has been done justice. It is brewed nicely, especially with the amount of cuteness with May whenever she exhibits that puppy-like mannerisms, the visualized appearances of the wagging of her tail, the appearance of her fluffy doggy ears, and even through the small puppy sounds that she would make. Everything about it, the anime really brought out this adorable creature. My god, it's truly a blessing to see this being animated so beautifully. I cannot thank the animators and the entire staff enough for producing such an amazing work of art, right? Now, there's one other thing I really want to get to, and that is, of course, the sudden inclusion, right, of a glimpse into May's backstory, which is really something else because I actually was a bit surprised by it, right? But I'm so glad that they included it, right? Or rather, they addressed it at that point in the episode. Because for one, it also gives the audience more context to the reason why May has developed her personality. In fact, for those of you who don't know, right, that very backstory of hers is something that is actually found in the bonus chapter for volume 4 of the manga, where this entire episode takes place in, right? And the entire joke of it all, which was also mentioned in the anime, is that May's backstory is something that is too dark for a rom-com series, hence why the editors just decided to put it in the bonus story chapter or whatnot, right? Now, of course, I won't spoil into that part of her past yet, but what I will say is that even at the scenes right after the end credit theme song, the entire explanation of it is done definitely on point to how they followed with what's in the manga's bonus chapter as well, right? So you won't have any problems with that, the Rentaro got the explanation in the bag, of course done in a very comedic way as usual. The backstory itself was also animated incredibly well to really paint the picture of how terrible of a situation May went through, right? The atmosphere of it, the spark of hope at the end, executed amazingly. Even with the entire build-up to that one joke at the end, which I still wish, Hari, you really should have taken it to your grave. Now the next thing that also got a lot of people really hyped up, right? And this is gonna be a spoiler for our anime-only brothers and sisters out there watching, right? Right? If that's the case, feel free to skip ahead to this time step right there. Just find it right there, right? Okay, here it goes. My cameo family. Holy moly, they actually really did it. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm really glad they did it. I'm so happy that this is here, right? In that scene when May returns to the Hanazono household, they were in a room with Hahari and Hakari holding Pentaro plushies. Yes, they also didn't leave them there after all. And yes, I was also wrong about the possibility of them, of the animators leaving that part out of it because they didn't show the Pentaro chapter. More details of it explained in my last video, so check it out, yeah. But yeah, Pentaro plushies are so cute, right? Sorry, yeah, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. Back to she is precious. The first thing that we see from her with those sparkling eyes as she looks at May so passionately. God, I love this series so much. With all that said, Rentaro's confession, May's response, amazing stuff. And with that said, it's time for more Maid fun. That is right, my fam. Soaking wet Maid water gun shootout episode. God, where do I begin? It's as amazing as it is in the animation as we first read it in the manga. Seeing everyone in Maid uniforms first of all, being animated, beautiful indeed. Sumire Iwasaka hurrying it up with her voice acting. God, again, I always want to keep singing my praises on Sumire Iwasaka's voice acting on Hahari. I really love it, right? God, the more I hear her voice, the more I wake up so happily smiling, knowing that this exists, that this anime exists, right? And that Momoha's booze exists, right? And whatnot. The way that she speaks in singy-songy tone and acts very playful and childlike, all of the behaviors, I'm truly glad they're animated well. And my God, it is absolutely beautiful to see that being animated, to see that being brought to life through animation and through voice acting, because Harry is indeed a very amazing, playful, funny character that I really love, and a lot of people do too, for good reason why. And I hope that if you're an anime-only watcher, or if you're someone who hasn't read the manga yet and are only getting into the Hyakkano hype train, I hope you enjoy Hahari, because trust me, fam, she's gonna get even more wilder the more chapters come, right? Another thing as well, Kusuri's cute moments, oh my God, they're always such a joy to watch. Truly hitting you with a moi cute beam! Sorry, yeah, but the Kusuri noises in this scene as well are too adorable that I can't not smile when looking at it. My God. Also, Kusuri's despondent face, cute. Also, fam, the cherry on top to this entire episode as well. Girlfriends in maid uniforms, yeah, beautiful, cool. But Rentaro in his butler uniform, soaking wet, absolutely finally, that being animated, you know, I'm straight, but damn, Rentaro. And speaking of soaked, right? Amazing shots from these scenes indeed. Hakuri's derp face is priceless and so cute. You have also Kurumi's cheeks moving as she chews the bread. Absolutely adorable. And Shizuka Nano moment, very, very cute. Everything about the mannerisms that Shizuka has, even in this, portrayed in this episode, right, in this specific scene. Oh my god, my heart. It's too precious indeed. Oh, and the battle between Mei and Nano, it's truly a whole new different series out there, right? Like a whole new level of seriousness. Animated really amazingly, by the way. I love it. And you know what? I'm always in as well for more mother-daughter combo shenanigans, right? The Hanazono's bloodline never fails in the passionate arts of their taste in men, indeed. And finally, last but not least, we have Mei's kiss with Rentaro. Precious and beautiful. Now, another thing is that this episode, with Mei officially being welcomed into the Rentaro family, and more importantly, as an established heroine in this series overall, we finally also have her appearance in the ending theme song, who is super adorable, by the way, with the whole doggy puppy style animation thing aesthetic going on. But alongside that, you have also Hyakkano's anime team also starting to release more of Mei's promotional material as well. I believe as of the recording of this video so far, I have seen like the Mei design SNS phone wallpaper, for example, right? And you know what? It's only a matter of time until we get a promotional video of her. And speaking of the movements from the Hyakkano official team, right, or PR team, they've also released the ending theme song of the second season, which you can find at the Emotion Label channel. The link's in the description below for you to check it out. And this also really answers my question of, before, when will they release the opening and ending theme song on YouTube, on this channel? And now, it's just a theory, right? But I believe that the team much prefer to release these theme songs and ending theme songs, right? Opening theme songs and ending theme songs only when Mei is finally in them, right? And it makes sense considering the timing that they've released the ending theme song right before the opening, right? Because at the start of the episode, the opening theme song did not feature Mei as a quote-unquote major character or heroine of the story, right? And as the episode follows through and having confirmed that Mei and Rentaro are dating and that she is a part of the family, or that she is a heroine, that's when they would change the theme song to include Mei. Hence, they started to include Mei in the ending theme song, right? It started with that, which means by the next episode, we may have a new opening theme song with Mei finally being a part of it, and thus we'll also be releasing it at the Emotion Label channel. But hey, that's just a theory. A Hyakkano theory, one may say. And thus completes the 4th volume of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You in the 2nd season's anime adaptation. Wonderfully done, and I absolutely cannot wait to see next week's episode because, trust fam, they're gonna be bringing in her, possibly, right? Next to the big screen, right? For all the world to see, and I really can't wait for that. With that being said, thank you so much for listening, family. Again, I apologize for the setup at the moment, right? A bit echoey here and there, but I hope you bear with me, fam, right? And yeah, subscribe for more Hyakkano, follow for more, and I'll see you to the next video. Stay safe as always, fam. Don't drink and drive, drink responsibly, and of course, don't smoke before 20. That's bad, Stay safe, fam. I love you so much. Mwah.